Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Back Porch Lounge. We are the Leaf Cutters, and I am your host, Ben.
Hey, I'm Andy.
You got Graham.
And Robert.
And I'm Zach.
Yay!
Yay!
This is our 12th episode, ladies and gentlemen, so we are doing a grab bag episode for you. We hope you enjoy it. We all bring a mix of cigars to the table. Today, I am going to be smoking a Macanudo hand-rolled. I don't actually know the name of this one, but it looks like a Connecticut. I haven't done any research on it, unfortunately, before the show like we usually do, but it does smell good. And I know Andy and I have talked about it in the past where we don't really gravitate toward Macanudos anymore, so I'm hoping this is a better experience than I've had in the rest of the Macanudos that I've had. So that's what I'm smoking.
Didn't I just send Smokin Sounds as Macanudo because I didn't want to? Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
You did because you didn't want to smoke. But
yep.
we got these. Spoiler alert, on a cruise. And I figured, why not try it out? Robert's gonna let me smoke it, and shut the hell up. It was a nice cruise.
Well, I got a Miquierda. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Dunbarton, and it was a gift from a Mr. J. We'll just leave it at that.
Nice. I like Dunbarton. Dunbarton's got some good stuff.
Too. They got good stuff. Something about meat lovers. I don't know.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Heard.
How about you, Graham?
I have an Arturo Fuente Gran Reserva. I'm sure it probably actually has a different name than that, but it's an Arturo Fuente. And it was a birthday gift from someone that was trying to butter me up to do season 2 of this. And
yeah, it was.
And I like a sucker. I went for it because I was like, Arturo Fuente, I'm in, yeah. Or it was my birthday. I don't remember which one.
Yes.
I think it was that one. I think it's definitely that one.
2 birds, 1 stone? I don't know.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
Yep.
I will be going with Ruination by Mano.
Tasty.
Those are good.
And I've got the Davidoff Millennium.
Nice.
Robusto.
Very nice.
All the rest of us are like, we're
the,
smoking, regular cigars, and you're all like, I have the king of Down Peasants.
It came in a sample pack. It was like a random sample pack. I don't recall which one it was. I've gotten a couple of good cigars out of random sample packs, and I was pretty stoked about this one.
Just practice this, Zach. Kneel before Zod.
Kneel before Zod. Uh-oh. Do I have a new problem with my finances because of this cigar?
Pretty much.
It's like you might want to switch to meth. It's a little cheaper.
It is.
Yeah.
I did.
Especially per
there
hit.
was a spreadsheet involved.
Could you give it to me in a pie chart and a bar graph so I can take a look at it?
Seeing as how I was figuring out meth, I ate the pie, so there's no chart.
Nice. And while we're lighting up, Robert actually has a question.
Okay, so while on our said cruise, I, at one point, got a chance to have a cigar on my own. And it was just me and the ocean, and we're just sailing along. And I had to think, this is a pretty damn satisfying cigar. It made me wonder, where have you guys had your most satisfying cigar?
Oh, I think we've had a question like this. I'm about to say, I think what is be the new question?
What? What's like what? Because mine happened to be the Cohiba Red.
What was the situation?
I'll get back to you.
Well, Mallory, my niece, had gotten a little wobbly and she wanted to go lay down. So Ned took her to the room. My wife wasn't feeling well, so it was just me walking around. And I decided on a cigar. And the cigars were all with Ben, so I decided, let's go buy one at the shop. So I went and bought one.
That's pretty good. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, I was like, I don't want to bother him because she's sleeping, but I want a cigar, so.
I get it. Anybody else want to share? Or are they still thinking?
I had to nugget mine over. I actually had to go look it up. I think most memorable may not. I don't know. I keep still smoking it. So the AVO 85th.
That's a good
Because
cigar.
I bought 2 boxes of 10 13 years ago, and I've only smoked one a year around my oldest birthday. So that's the one I think that holds the most meaning. It may not necessarily be the best cigar I've ever had. It's definitely the one that holds the most meaning.
I can go next. Probably my creme de la creme, top of the line, best cigar I've ever had. That to this day, if I find another one, I will smoke it. Hands down, I don't even care really how much it is. And that's the Arturo Fuente Sophisticated Hooker. It is that good of a cigar. And it wasn't really a special occasion or anything. We just finally found one, and we sat here on the back porch, and it was kind of cold that night. We smoked it, and we smoked it till our fingers were on fire. It was that good.
I'm thinking of other times we've smoked in the cold. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it was that good of a cigar that we didn't care it was cold. We didn't care what time it was. We were finishing it, and anybody else be damned. But it relaxed us to the point that we were literally just like didn't have a care in the world after we smoked it.
So for clarification, are we talking about the best cigar or the best cigar moment?
Best cigar. Because I think we've already gone over the moment and place of
Yeah.
the cigar, like,
Yeah, I've got a couple of moments where the moment was enhanced by the moment with the cigar. I'm gonna have to think about the best cigar.
Okay. How about you,
Although,
bro?
spoiler alert, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you're actually smoking it now.
Sucker!
Welcome to the club, Zach.
Finally popped that Davidoff cherry, man. Sorry,
What are you talking
Jim.
about? You had
Back to you,
one
buddy.
with me years ago.
Huh?
You had a David off with me years ago.
Not
No,
you.
no, I'm
This is
talking about
my first David off.
Zach's first Davidoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's that doesn't sound right. Who are you? What are you doing on this
What did you get on this
podcast?
podcast?
It's a trick!
Smoke bomb. I'm gonna just be a basic bitch and say the Opus X is my top, and that seems to be everybody's answer in the area. Like whenever that's brought up, but it's just a damn good cigar.
Hey,
Yeah.
but to be honest, buddy, previously that was mine.
And that's the one that immediately came to mind when I got the confirmation on the question was best cigar ever had. I bought a 3-pack of Opus X Robustos, and those were some of the best cigars I've ever had. But recently I had that Roma Craft and Temperance, and that
Roma
was just like so good. Treated me well.
It's nice.
That's good stuff.
So how about you, Andy? Now that you thought about it.
I thought about it. Where were you? The AVO 85th.
Oh, that's right, the 85th.
God, you don't like you
Well,
fucking even listen. Whatever.
Ben's so
Okay.
busy organizing, coordinating, and everything else like that, he's not actually paying attention to what's actually in the podcast.
Yeah, I'm already thinking about what I have to do afterwards.
He's editing
To
a
make
video
myself
in
not
his
look
head.
like exactly, because I got to sit here and figure out how I can make myself not look like a dumbass for asking the same fucking question.
I
Andy
just
twice.
looked at the I got close to the screen to try and figure out my volume issue, and I'm pretty sure Ben was sitting there looking at my camera going, I wonder how I can edit him out so like that 30 seconds where he's just going at the fucking computer screen.
Hey,
No, we
damn
just
lying.
explained that as your regular look.
Yeah, Grim just went to neutral. You know, that was it. He idle.
All right, that's a decent question.
So you went on a cruise
Yep, went on a cruise.
without us, you son of a bitch.
Didn't even invite us.
Well, without
Right.
you three,
Yeah, I
Oh.
was there.
Oh, you went on the gay cruise with Robert. Got it.
well, yeah, those are the good ones.
Guys,
They
It
party
hurt my
the most on
feelings.
those boats.
it hurt my feelings so bad because at one point in time, we started texting and I realized Ben was gone on his cruise and he didn't even fucking tell me or say goodbye or anything. And I was like, that son of a bitch. He just fucking left. He left me all alone.
How could he?
Yeah,
Well,
no
then we
regrets.
had, of course, while you were gone, we got to hang out with Penny and Jay.
God, I'm so jealous.
Which was pretty
Penny and
awesome.
Jay are the fine people at badasspenny.com
Preach.
who are behind badasspenny.com, which we should all go to their site and just get something that says fuck.
Preach.
I wouldn't mind getting something that says fuck.
She,
But then again, like,
she
I'm
loves
actually
the,
kind of proven at this point. That's one of my favorite words, so.
Oh,
don't you have
and,
a whole chapter dedicated to that?
he does. He has a whole chapter. Fuck.
Do what?
We previously discussed in a book that you have a whole chapter that's dedicated just to fuck.
Yeah, no, it's just the word fuck, but it's broken up into different paragraphs. Like, actual words were there beforehand, and I just replaced every single word with the word fuck. So it looks like a regular book, with paragraphs and indentions and everything else like that. But fuck, quotations, everything. It's an Oscar-worthy book, or whatever the book equivalent is of an Oscar.
I can't help you with that. Sorry, buddy.
Pulitzer?
I
That's
thought
it.
that was for like newspaper writing.
Oh,
Sure.
it gets a blue ribbon from Auntie B.
Hey, there you go. I did real good at the fair this year. Got that book published and everything.
I want somebody to walk by and be like, instead of that's one fine pig, be like, that's one fine fuck.
That means something completely different. You sure you went on the cruise that we were on? But no, we did go on a cruise. We went to the Bahamas. We went to Dominican Republic. We went to Grand Turk. And if you haven't been on a cruise, we highly recommend it, especially for the cigar smoker, because it does suck that you have to go to certain areas to smoke. You can't just like get out on any deck and smoke, but you do have to go to certain areas to smoke. But you do meet a lot of cool people, and it's kind of like a cigar shop, man. There's constantly people cycling in and out. You meet them; they're very friendly. You can talk to them about different things, learn from their walks of life, and we learned from one gentleman that the what was it called? The Blue Crush Tatianas are amazing, and they're blueberry flavored.
Zach
So-
has a comment about those, I'm sure.
Sorry, my dog's
Well-
going crazy. My wife just had a blue Tatiana last night, and I tried it. It is flavored, and it wasn't bad. The taste on my lips was hard to get rid of, though, when I was smoking my LFD Double Ligero. But it was pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
like pretty good. Like I don't want to bash it, but yeah, it's pretty good. Or
Well, it wasn't
was actually
bad.
Pretty good. Okay.
It was a different cigar experience than I have much experience with, and like I've got a Crazy Alice, which I know you all smoked recently, which I'm looking forward to trying to get a vibe on that. So
Well, but let's get into that just a little bit, all right? Because I know Zach and I have had this conversation offline, but flavored cigars, all right? In the cigar world, it's kind of a stigma around them. And it's like, if you're a real cigar smoker, you don't smoke flavored cigars. And it's not just like, people in our group. It's on the board, the chat boards on Facebook and stuff like that. It's in the cigar shops. If somebody looks at you funny if you like want a vanilla cigar or something like that. Why is that? I mean, from my personal experience, I've had flavored cigars in the past, and I kind of got away from them and got into more what we consider premium cigars and that aren't flavored and things like that. But then I found the Deadwood series, and I like the Deadwood series. I like the sweetness on my lips. I really do like that. Does enhance the cigar for me. So I think that maybe I should revisit a flavored cigar, not necessarily some of the lines that I know that I did not like in the past, but there's so many other lines that have different flavors now that maybe I should try some of those.
Sure.
I just want to get some of your thoughts on that, because I mean, just because somebody says, "Oh, you're not a real cigar smoker," that's bullshit. Everybody has their own individual taste. Everybody likes their own shit. Go fuck yourself if you say that somebody's not a real cigar smoker because they smoke something flavored.
Right. I will. This may take them a second, but I think some of that stigma comes in a lot of different flavors, for lack of a better word, and around a lot of different things. Like I like coffee, and I like it black. I don't like sugar and cream in my coffee. That's how I drink my coffee. It's the way I prefer it. And I know that some people see when someone puts sugar and cream in their coffee, that's maybe like, oh, they're not a real coffee drinker because they put the stuff in there to make them like it. Like, okay, whatever. They like it that way. That doesn't really matter. It's just the way I prefer it. And I kind of feel that way about whiskey and mixed drinks, and I'm not above a fancy drink with an umbrella in it. I mean, if it tastes good on a hot day, that's perfect. So I think my stigma around flavored cigars came from kind of the people that introduced me to cigars and the people that I met at the cigar shops, and they were all oh yeah, we get flavored cigars are for newbies and people that aren't real cigar smokers. And I don't know that that's really the case, based on how I started recently thinking about my own tastes and things.
Exactly.
So I'm going to give them another shot, just because I haven't had any real experience with them.
That's too insightful. I gotta go.
Apologies. You want me to try again?
So you remember when you were a kid and they wanted to give you vitamins and they were all like, "Hey, here's some Flintstone vitamins and they're cherry and strawberry and shit like that." And then when you got older, everybody was like, "Just take your fucking vitamins and leave the Flintstone ones to the kids." Flavored cigars and real cigars. Just leave the flavored ones for the kids in like at middle school. When they're smoking out in the courtyard with their lunch.
We at the Leaf Cutters do not endorse the comments.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, I still have Flintstones, man.
We need to talk.
So
I think I don't want to do this anymore.
Like there's like an adult dosage on the Flintstones vitamins, right?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's on the bottle.
You can tell I don't take vitamins, so.
We'll see. Now you can.
Actually, that's not true. I take a multivitamin, and it's a real multivitamin. It's not a Flintstone. It's a real one.
Yeah, you pull back the label, and it's made by the Flintstones company.
Small print in the back. I'm with Zach though. Actually, I kind of agree with both of you in the whole cigars are cigars. I've seen, where there's a lot of dislike for those people per se that smoke flavored stuff all the time. It's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I'm in this boat. I don't smoke flavored cigars very often. It's an extreme rarity in my case. The Crazy Alice that I had twice this week is kind of the exception, and maybe the last time that I've had anything flavored in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Because it's not something, I don't enjoy that particular concept. But am I going to shame somebody else in the shop that goes and grabs a Cuba from Acid? Hell no. Have at it.
Yeah.
You know, this is a ritual and a tradition and a hobby for you. You do what brings you joy. Don't, take it back to something somebody else said. Don't yuck somebody else's yum.
I don't know who said that.
I like the way you said that better than all the bullshit I said. That's good.
Yeah, well, you're eloquent. We have you around for the eloquent words, even if you can't spell them.
I guess you get what you pay for.
The poet of the group.
Wait, you get paid?
Mm-hmm.
What? I said
Wait,
poet.
what?
When did that shit
I mean, no, I don't.
It was while you were on the cruise.
So, let me ask Robert. So, Robert, I'm completely ignoring that. Shut the fuck up. No, Robert, as being a, kind of the newer person to the, smoking, what do you think about flavored cigars? Have you tried flavored cigars?
Never had one. Don't really have an opinion, good, bad, or the other. If you smoke a flavored cigar, okay. I've just never had one. I'm interested in having one, but I wouldn't know which one is better, which one is worse. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Maybe that should be our next show.
All joking aside,
Yeah.
I do say, like, do you everything else. I can't imagine something flavor being mixed with tobacco and going, that sounds good, like, it's just not.
Well,
my
but
thing,
okay,
so.
think about this though. Like when you smoke a cigar, especially like a premium cigar, you can get a hint of like coffee. Well,
Cardamom.
and that's in a lot of our cardamom, and so it tastes like a fucking Christmas tree. But you can get a cigar that actually, like the Java, it has a heavier taste of coffee in it, and that's a flavored cigar. And that, well, that might not be a good example. I don't think Java was actually flavored, but it
Java
definitely
mint.
has more. Okay, the Java Mint's a better example.
The first flavored cigar I ever had was a nub, like cappuccino like line. It came in a little tin. My wife picked him up thinking that she might want to join me in the hobby, and she ended up not really caring for. She doesn't really go for cigars. She doesn't mind them. She just doesn't get excited about them. And I had several of them that she didn't smoke, and they do have kind of a sweet kind of mocha coffee kind of thing going on, and I can see why somebody liked it. It's just not the thing that I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Or hadn't. But again,
So,
still
yeah,
limited experience.
Exactly, and that's why I wanted to bring it kind of to light, and for those people who are out there kind of like, well, I don't get a flavored cigar because I don't want to be made fun of or whatever. Tell people to go fuck themselves if they start talking to you shit about, what you're smoking. It's your smoke. It's your experience. It's what you like. I mean, I'm not saying that you won't get it and taste it and be like, this is shit. I'm just saying that try it if you want to try it. Because that's what it.
I'm not saying you're not making the wrong
smoking is
decision.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, smoking is about your individual taste and about you. Literally, it's one of the most personal things you can do. So enjoy whatever you get, and try different things. Don't be afraid of it. If you want to go in there and grab vanilla acid. If you want to go in there and grab a Tatiana rum. If you want to go in there and grab a fucking Al Capone, go do it. Try it. You may like it. I prefer the Philly blunt. Yeah, fucking grab a Philly blunt if you want a Philly blunt. Now I can tell you some bad experiences with Philly blunts, but I'm just going to go past that right now. But I just want to encourage people, get out there, explore your taste, And I think we've touched on that several times. Explore your taste. Try different things. Don't be afraid to try different things.
Yeah, this wouldn't be a
Okay,
podcast for new cigar smokers if we didn't stress. We can't tell you what to like. We're not going to tell you what to dislike. You've got to go find and try all the things to find what you like. And as you continue to grow that experience, your palate will change.
Yep.
And you may go
Know what
from
you say.
smoking Java Mint all the way to to a Micarita or a Fuente or a Davidoff when you win the lottery, whichever.
Zach won the lottery?
No.
No.
Well, sort of.
Sort of, yeah,
Sort of.
sure.
You did in the grab bag series. You
It
did.
was a grab bag.
What were you saying, Robert?
It's not one I
Okay.
picked.
Then let's say tomorrow or the next day I go buy a flavored cigar. What do you guys recommend? What would you say is one that's not the worst but not the best? Like sort of kind of just to try.
I would. Well, I have an answer for that. Go find the Java. But you don't really like coffee though.
No.
So yeah, wait a minute. Let me rethink that one because
I mean, I can drink coffee, but I'm not a fan of it.
then
but-
don't get a coffee flavored cigar if you're not.
Then-
coffee.
Well, you got to keep in mind the Deadwood series isn't a flavored cigar.
Nope.
So
Right.
you're talking something along the acid lines, or that's what comes to my head prominently because I see a lot of those in the shops.
Yeah, I see Tatiana.
And Tatiana, and those are they're huge lines.
CAO, Cherry Bomb, or whatever.
Dude, I need to get one of those, by the way.
Those are rare though.
Are they?
Yeah,
Cherry
I
bomb?
can't find them here.
Well, they have them at the tobacco house where we were last night, and I got one of those for my wife as an alternate if she didn't like the groovy blue, which she finished the cigar. I was not expecting her to finish it, so I guess it was to her tasting, or she had enough to drink that she didn't care. I don't know.
This is a good fucking cigar.
Right?
It's made by. It's a good fucking cigar.
We weren't quite there.
We weren't there yet.
My bad. It's probably a really bad impression too, so I'm sorry.
No, that's pretty close. I know.
I would, Robert. What do you? When you look at a flavor profile of something, do you like it to be more sweet? Do you like it to be sour? Where do you
I
fall
really
on
don't
that?
have. It's just whichever. Honestly,
You drink
I
Diet
know.
Coke, right?
Diet Dr Pepper, Diet Coke.
Oh. We need to find him something with citrus in it because this motherfucker loves orange.
That could be
He
interesting.
does. That's one of his favorites. And look at all the balloons. What the
Yeah,
hell
what happened there?
Somebody didn't turn the reactions off. That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, he likes like dreamsicles and stuff like that.
Man, I haven't had a dreamsicle in ages.
It's
Damn, that
the
sounds
dreamsicle
good.
is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to do a cigar check-in? I'm afraid of getting too far into mine.
Yeah, I'm about halfway on mine.
About halfway on mine.
I can start it off. You know what? Macanudo's starting to change my mind. This one does not taste as earthy as the past 3 that I've had from Macanudo. It's actually really it doesn't have a lot of smoke output. The draw on it's very easy though. It's of course well made. Macanudo doesn't really make shit. They make good stuff as far as like construction and everything like that goes. But it does have a. I know I said it's not as the past Macanudos I've had taste like dirt. They literally taste like dirt. This does have an earthy tone to it, but it's not dirt. It's more of a woodsy type tone to it, and it's actually pretty pleasurable.
Nice.
Who wants to go next?
I can go next. Construction is like perfection on this. it's I'm really enjoying it. I can already, unless it changes in the last third, it is not going to be my favorite cigar ever. But it's very good. It's got a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper because I looked it up because I had no idea. Or no, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't. It's Ecuadorian. Hang on.
Oh,
Ecuadorian sun-grown. Dang it! I was looking at the cigar that Andy's smoking. Because I was almost going to smoke that one. Because Jay may have given me one too.
You had to be there.
Yeah, you had to be there. But it's the outside reminds me a little bit. This is going to sound wrong, maybe. A little bit of a Candela wrapper. It's not, but it's got a little bit of a sweetness to it. Not like a sugar dip or something like that, but it's just a little bit of a sweetness and a little bit of a spice. It's a really well blended cigar, I think, but it's interesting. I'm enjoying it.
I'll go next. I'm sorry, this cigar just looks good. It's pretty. It's got that dark kind of oily wrapper, Maduro wrapper. Sorry, it's Connecticut broadleaf since Zach was looking it up for me.
Yeah.
But it's got an earth. It has an earthiness to it, but not dirt, and a little bit of pepper on the back end, like on the retro. So, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm surprised I'm halfway through it, but I'm about halfway through it.
Since Zach cheated. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't cheat by looking it up. I looked it up too for mine. I think the reason why I'm liking this a little bit more, it is a Mexican binder and a Mexican filler. How about you, Grimbles?
It's really good.
Wow, that's glowing.
I upgraded it from the regular review of it's good to it's really
That's
good.
true. He was true.
So
He was
I feel like
100% more descriptive.
Yeah, I feel like I put more effort into this one than I have other reviews.
He used his sentence enhancers.
Yeah,
You run that through GPT.
I'm going to for my next review. And I'm going to sit here like this in front of my computer and be like, so this is what the deal is with this chat GPT. It's good. It's good. Now that'd be really cool if it watched the videos and was like, Grim's reviews it's good.
We were on a roll there. Come on, man.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's got a wrapper, which I think is nice.
It's a good feature to have.
It has some stuff on the inside that I'm currently burning to put smoke in my mouth. And the taste of which is phenomenal. It's Arturo Fuente. If you guys are looking for a spokesman, I'm good.
No, it's good. It's good. It's very good.
It's Fuente. It's Fuente. It can't be bad. Except for the one time.
It cannot be bad. It's a Fuente.
And how about you, Robert?
I have had other of the Man of War lines, and the Ruination is just like those. I actually like it. It lit well, burned even, all the way through so far. Good input, good output. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, the Ruinations are really good. I'd like the Man of Wars. I really do. Several in that line. Just choice for me. I'll go grab one whenever.
I've only had the two of the Man of Wars, and they're both very good cigars, and not outrageously expensive.
I love Man of War.
Oh, they're really good.
Yeah, and speaking of Smokin Sounds, we sent them a Man of War as well because they had never had one. So
yeah, along with some Blind Man's Bluffs, and various and
like
sundry
that
other
Blind
things
Man's
out of the Manuel Gibbs humidors.
Yep.
I like a Macanudo.
Rob humidors.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Mostly Robert.
He doesn't look upset, so he's hiding it very well if he is.
He doesn't care.
Nope.
He's of the mindset of cigars should be shared.
I'm glad I've been able to extend that across at least this group of people.
And Andy is
Yeah,
a
for
big,
sure.
big sharer of cigars, man.
Yeah, I hope you're not keeping track of all the cigars you gave me, because we are definitely
Hell
not even on that.
No, and that started when I started having extra cigars, and I think when Gibbs and Grimble's, I'm sorry, not renewing for season 3, Grim, and I were working at the call center and smoking cigars in the parking lot after on Fridays.
I was hoping you were going to say boys' room. Sorry.
Smoking in
got us
the boys'
through.
room. Oh, sorry.
And it's just it's how I know how to share. I guess that's one of my things.
Yeah. If I
Yeah.
got him, I'd share him. Like it's how we've done this entire time. So if anybody ever needs one, I just here's the box, man. Go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's really no joke. He's rubbed off on all three of us, and evidently you too, Zach.
Oh, for sure.
Because some of us would be like, all right, I can't do cigars, but somebody in our little group here would be like, all right, I got some. Go get one. And it's gone in a circle like that.
If I'm going someplace and I'm intending to smoke a cigar, I will almost always bring a guest cigar. So,
Yep.
I can share if we strike up a conversation with somebody and I want to spend time talking to them. I can give them a cigar and they can enjoy it with me.
Yep. So what you're saying is we're the pet tobacco pushers.
Yes.
We're the
Better
ones
than being a
in the
drink pusher.
80s. No, we've had some friends like that too.
I know.
Yeah, you,
Can't confirm.
you're the people Jer was warning us about.
Pretty much. That whole thing was, based off of my high school experience, and we're not going into it.
Aww.
We don't share all the stories. Some are meant to be private.
I'm trying to
And for
find
the autobiography later.
the posthumous autobiography.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be
I'm trying to
written
find
by
Robert
ChatGPT.
a citrus flavored cigar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to find him a citrus flavored cigar. I think he would enjoy that.
Or not. That's hard
Or
to
not.
say.
Well, I'm just saying that's
But
the
there's
most
one way to find.
likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was going to enjoy it,
Just get one of each. Just get one of all the acids
One
and
of
just
all.
try them. There's
I got
only
this key lime pie
6,
one.
8, 10, 12.
Let's see
There's
how
only
it goes.
15 or 16 acids. I should be fine.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
so just anything
Werther's
else.
original cigar. That would be something to.
Man, I want to go get my freaking butterscotch moonshine.
Oh
There
yeah,
you
is
go.
anybody
I wanna
drinking
go
a
hang out with my
special
grandma.
drink
She's
with
got
their
butterscotch.
cigar?
Nope, I got
I'm having the,
Dr. Pepper Zero. Zero sugar.
I've got Elijah Craig Rye.
I'm rocking the O&B.
Now, speaking of that, though, I think the Dalmore would be really good with this cigar.
Gatorade Zero. Gotta stay healthy, man.
House full of sick people, man. I'm gonna fight through it.
And I'm betting, I'm almost willing to bet Robert's either rocking a Diet Coke or a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Dr.
Diet
Pepper. It
Dr.
was on the screen there, Chief. Well, I've got a backup of sweet tea, but that's just because I've been drinking it for years now.
Man, my backup is just water.
Way too healthy, Zach.
In this fancy cup I have.
It's fancy.
You too can have a tumbler with the Leaf Cutters logo on it. The low price of I have
I
No
have
idea.
no fucking clue.
Yeah, we're not ready for that yet.
No,
let
I
us,
mean,
let
it
us
has-
know if you guys want merch. Let us know.
Yes,
Right,
I was
let
about
us
to
know if
say,
you want
let us
merch.
know if you do want merch, because I have had a couple people ask online, do we have any merch? And I tell them no, not yet, because I mean we don't have that huge of a following yet. But I mean, if you're interested in merch, we could do something for you. Let us know what you want a logo on, and we can make it happen.
Do you want it laser engraved? Do you want it on a piece of wood cut beautifully? Do you want a sticker?
But I am going to give the warning now. If you do get something wood engraved, it may have a penis hidden somewhere on it from our distributor. Just a warning. I mean, it may just be the smallest, tiniest penis, but it's probably going to be there. So just be warned. It is wood.
It is it'll be a Where's Waldo trick for sure.
Yeah. If we do the logo, it'll be in the smoke, guaranteed.
Because we just roll that way.
That's how we roll. Man, how y'all been? Other than grumbles and sick people. I feel like we hadn't all been together at one time in a hot minute.
Yeah.
It's felt that way, yeah. Because the last episode we did a short story with just three of us.
Yep.
So we've missed the group. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Robert, get that man some tissues.
But it's for other reasons.
Gibbs is going to step away for a minute. We'll be right back.
We're getting the steers ready for
Talks
it.
to amongst yourselves.
Are you going to give us a topic?
Your topic is... should we bring back Deja Redo?
Fuck no. God damn, those people were terrible. Fuck. Hate Deja Redo.
Two-thirds of them are on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, I know, and they're
Which is
both
true.
jackasses.
Which is true, too.
I think it was just ahead of its time, man.
What were we talking? They don't even have movies out in the theater anymore. Like, you know, and if they do, nobody knows what they are or what they got going on. Half the time they're rather than event CCs.
Something
That's not true.
Dune 2. Dune 2?
There you go.
Dune. Not Dune.
Yeah.
Dune.
One movie.
Different thing.
One movie. We got one episode.
And guess
so
what?
far.
And guess what that one was? A fucking remake.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but this time you didn't have to sit for 5 hours to see the whole movie. You got to see
That's
it
true.
in
They
parts.
broke it up. Yeah, they broke it up so you didn't have to sit through the whole thing.
I think they broke it up so that they could charge you twice for it. Just personally.
Probably. Let's just stretch this out just a little bit.
You mean if we cut this in half, we get double the money? Holy shit!
Tarantino was onto something.
Right?
Actually, they made Tarantino cut Kill Bill because it was too fucking long.
Right.
He wanted to
I
do
kind
too
of like
much.
it as two movies, though.
Yeah, because you get the samurai movie in the first
Yeah.
one, and you get the western in the second one. So it's like
Yep.
you get to see
What-
two different movies.
Yeah, Western Kung Fu. Like,
Western Kung Fu, yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
I like how it's almost two separate genres of kung fu movies, martial arts movies,
Yeah.
which I may or may not be a fan of in general. And by may or
Well,
may
I'm
not,
right-
I
I'm
am
right there
definitely a
with
fan. I love a good kung fu movie.
I do too, man.
Or a
I am
samurai
on
movie.
board. Almost any kung fu movie I'll watch, even the shitty ones I'll watch.
I think sometimes the shittier the better.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I am a fan of the
my
Wu-Tang
friend
Shaolin style.
Don't mess with the Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to fuck with.
There ain't nothing to fuck with, dude. Seriously.
Wu-Tang for life.
Wu-Tang's for the
It's for the
kids.
children.
For the children.
My friend Mike introduced me to a couple of good ones. I'm trying to remember the names of. One of them was Storm Riders, which was from like the maybe early 2000s, late 90s, and it is a bizarre kind of comic book style kung fu movie, and it's a hoot. And also, I think it was called Mr. Vampire. I think that was it, and I don't even know how to describe it. It doesn't make any sense.
What country is it from?
Do what?
What country is it from?
China.
Oh, okay.
The vampires hop, and just go look that up. Just put that in your brain if you can.
I'm already looking up. Vampires hopping.
Yeah. The hopping vampires are ridiculously funny. But done in a way like in that kung fu way of like, yeah, this is serious stuff. I mean, it's funny, but it's serious stuff.
Nice. So nobody on set was thinking this is a comedy.
I think they knew, but I feel like they treated it like it was a drama action movie.
Yeah, I could just see one of the actors like, this is my one chance to make it. I gotta do my best on this fucking film. Yes, I'm gonna pop my best.
Yeah, it's like a musical number in there. It's amazing.
So it's like a Family Guy movie.
A little bit. So we both had seen a movie called Versus, which is hard to describe, but it is a kung fu / zombie / vampire / yakuza movie. Also a good one to put in your brain. It will make you a better person for sure. It's just it hits all of the high points of the kung fu genre. It's super, super good.
I'm watching that this week.
I'm trying to think if I know where the DVD is for that, because I don't think it's available on streaming.
We know a guy.
Challenge accepted. But I've heard of Versus. So I think I could probably find it.
So good.
No, my favorite, which I constantly go back to, is Iron Monkey.
Oh yeah,
that's one of my favorites, and it's tied to Tarantino as well. I didn't know if you knew that, but yeah,
Nope.
Iron Monkey's tied to Tarantino,
I didn't know that.
and that he produced it.
Oh, that's interesting. Now I think there's more than one Iron Monkey.
Yeah, I'm talking about the only good one.
The only good one.
Is that?
I have seen a couple of the other ones, and they're shit, but that one was really good. It's the one that's actually well produced and well shot. Yeah,
It includes at least one foot fetish.
it includes several foot fetishes. There's not just
I said at least one.
I also wish. So, have any of you seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
yes.
Which is an American movie made to be like a kung fu movie, and and it's all of its glorious ridiculousness. It's so like on point for that genre. It is a commonly quoted movie in our house.
And it's a terrible film, but it's great at the same time.
It's so funny. So funny.
Jack's like, I want to watch that tonight.
I kind of want to. Back when I used to practice Aikido, Mel and Ed, who probably don't watch this, but some friends of mine, I would go over to their house, and we would watch a kung fu movie like probably once a week or once a month or something, and we would find all the really bizarre ones and like flying guillotine and stuff like that and watch them. And so good times.
I have one on my list right now that isn't a kung fu movie, but it is B-rated as all shit. That I found out it's a Batman and Robin movie, but it's from like the Philippines or something. It's Batman and Robin alias something or another, but it's got a scene where they have their Joker and Penguin doing a dancing, singing number while robbing a bank.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
Sounds perfect.
It's beautiful. I found out about it from a guy named Aaron Reynolds. He does a site called Bootleg Safari, and it's basically nothing but like the knockoff stuff from like different countries that you can get in, like gas station stores and stuff, like how bad they are, how off they are from what the original source material is.
Oh, nice.
And he showed clips of this movie, and like I watched it at DragonCon, just going, "Oh, I want to watch it so bad."
Some of those could turn out to be really good. I'm trying to remember this. this one knockoff movie that was from Japan, and I can't. It's like Reverse or Revision or something like that. But it was kind of like trying to be the Matrix.
Equilibrium.
But no, wasn't Equilibrium. Which that was a good movie too. I liked Equilibrium. I liked Equilibrium. I really did. I like the choreographing that they did with the guns and that. Right? That was
Gun kata.
Cool. Yeah, it was pretty much gun kata. But the only thing that was a drawback on it is they did the same thing 4 times in that movie. When I say the same thing, it's the exact same thing, exact same move he was doing.
Yeah.
4 times. So it's like it got too repetitive. It's like nothing new.
Did it
like
beat the bad guys?
It beat the bad guys, so it was effective.
Well, then why don't fuck with it? Don't, it's not broken. Don't fix it.
Well, I mean, it was in the script that way, so I mean, of course it's
It
going
was
to
in
be.
the script.
It was in the script. That's Robert's famous line.
Yeah, don't ask why. It's just in the script. It's written.
But I wish I could remember the name of that movie because it turned out to be a really good fucking film. But it only had hints of like the Matrix in it. It wasn't like a complete rip-off of the Matrix. It just had hints of the Matrix in the back. I wish I could remember the name of that movie. I'll put it in the comments if I figure it out.
Didn't Equilibrium
Yeah,
come out
comments.
at the same time as The Matrix? And that was like why it didn't do well in the theaters?
About
Because The Matrix like exploded.
We were already
about
Well, it
spent on
didn't
the
have Carrie
Matrix.
Ann Moss in it, so
God, yeah. I mean,
So who cared at that point?
just saying. Carrie Ann Moss in latex. I'll be back.
About to say, I'm just gonna
We'll
pull
be right back
something up
after
on
this
my
break.
other screen really quick, guys. Just hold on just a second.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
I'm good now. We can continue.
I don't even touch this. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other Matrix knockoffs, and it's driving me nuts. All right.
There's been several. At least with
most
the-
anything
with the-
that came out in the late '90s.
Well, the cinematography definitely was ripped off.
Totally.
From most fucking films after that.
Max Payne,
Shrek.
Shrek.
Dark City was kind of a similar kind of thing, and the 13th Floor, I think, are the other two that I can think of. They were kind of similar in some ways. Different take on a group being in control of people and them not knowing it.
Yeah, but Dark City, that one was really in depth. They had a good story going with it.
Yeah.
But
I didn't think it was dark enough.
You're touche, Salesman. Oh man. So talking about or going back to your original question, Andy, what we've been doing in the weeks. We were guest spotted on Smokin Sounds. So please go check that out if you haven't checked it out already. Good bunch of guys. They're a little bit different podcast than we are. They're completely audio, but they do kind of focus a little bit more on the cigar smoking and pipe smoking. They go in a little bit more details than we do, but we're not that podcast, right? We're your buddies that we want to teach you about smoking cigars and hanging out with us, and that's about it for us. But yeah, if you haven't, go check them out. Fun time. Justin and Sean will definitely entertain you, if anything else.
If
They're
anything
definitely-
else.
They're fun.
Yeah,
They're fun to listen to.
I've caught a couple of their episodes. It's pretty good.
There will be wrestling references.
I've noticed.
Absolutely, wrestling references, total music references, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
they can pull out some music references like nobody's business. Like we got on a tangent yesterday when we were recording about Nirvana, and they pulled out so many song names. It was crazy.
I think that was 45 seconds worth of nothing but Nirvana track names or snippets from a Nirvana song, just in regards to what we were smoking and how we felt about what we were. It was great.
Yeah, and all it was I said I had a Nirvana pipe, and
Yep.
it just
Ah,
went on
that-
for 45
that kicked it
seconds
off.
after that. Yep.
That's cool.
So it was fun.
I'm glad they didn't ask me what kind of pipe I had.
Yeah. Well, they started
What
when
kind
they
of pipe
asked
did
me. I
you
was just
have?
like, "Why did you ask me?"
That's a fine fucking question. I have no idea.
You want to answer that, Andy?
Oh, I thought you meant because you had like a Deftones pipe or a Aerosmith pipe, and you didn't want a bunch of references for that too. Or I got my
That was
my
too
Aerosmith
Tyler.
pipe. That's fucking great. Well, now we're lost in a feeling, or no? Fuck.
It's
We're
called
crazy
living on
you.
the edge.
You know what? Dream on. You know what? I
That's
wish
okay,
I had some love in an elevator right now.
Right?
And if I'd have shown up, dude, would have looked like a lady.
Just wanna
Pay
make
no
sure
attention
you
to the
don't
man
miss a
behind the
thing.
curtains.
Yeah, Andy's quickly looking up Aerosmith references. Damn it! What is it?
No, all of my pipes are inherited, so I don't know, for the most part, what they are, who made them, where they're from. They're all, for all I know, they're all older than I am. So,
And that was my problem with the Nirvana. I'm like, I got it from a friend. I knew nothing about the pipe. I just know it's called Nirvana, and that's the one I picked from them because it said Nirvana. That's all the history I knew on that pipe.
I do enjoy a pipe.
I
Yeah,
still
I was
enjoy
just-
cigars more.
I do too, but it's a little bit of a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I find that smoking a pipe makes me super like nostalgic. I end up like texting people, like thinking about you, man. You know, it's I don't know what it is about it.
Why
So
haven't
it
I
makes
got
you
that
drunk, is
text?
what you're saying.
I haven't had a pipe since I met you.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Side note: next patio Friday, we'll have pipes.
Sure. I'll bring the tobacco that I told you about.
Why not?
Yeah. But I was debating on actually smoking a pipe on this one since it is a grab bag. Why not? Why not smoke
Maybe
a
we
pipe?
should do a next grab bag. Maybe we should do a pipe.
I'm down. Robert's got a pipe. Andy's got a pipe. You got a pipe. Grim has a pipe. He has to find it, but he has a pipe.
Is it glass?
It has a big skull on it and a really
When do you
long
actually-
tube.
When do you actually smoke with it?
I'm
I
gonna
was gonna
smoke
ask that.
tobacco, but I can't tell you're not smoking tobacco.
He could be smoking tobacco. It just has wacky in front of it.
You'd
Right.
be able to tell by the tremors, or the insane shaking, or the adjusting of the camera every couple of seconds. It doesn't look right. It looks right. It doesn't look right. It looks right.
Are the cops on this thing? I think the cops are tapping it, man. I forgot to breathe.
Y'all quit
you
talking.
seen
It's
the-
too colorful.
Have you seen the Netflix series Paradise City? It's a adult cartoon.
No.
One of the characters consumes a ridiculous amount of drugs and calls 911 because their heart is beating backwards. It used to go boom boom, and now it's going boom boom. I don't know. It's
Oh,
it's
shit.
hilarious.
No, I'm looking up after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to see that now.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that. That's the first I've heard of it.
It's pretty funny. It's one of those like we couldn't make it on Adult Swim because there's too much cursing and nudity, so we're putting it on Netflix.
I got a little story to tell. Since we're on this subject anyway. So before
Back in
the
high school.
podcast, no, not back in high school. This is actually recent, unfortunately. Yeah, I was. The guys were giving me shit because we were all getting together before the podcast, and it's like, hey, we haven't done a full podcast in a while, so don't fuck up the intro. And I was like, yeah, I won't fuck it up. I'm gonna say, hey everybody, welcome to Deja Redo, which was our previous podcast, and they continued to give me shit a little bit, and they were like, and I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna do Deja Redo, and we're gonna talk about Dune 2. And Graham was like, I'm down, and he's like, but you got to get Billy. So I call Billy, and I'm totally putting him out on Front Street right now. Well, I didn't call him. I texted him, and I said, "Hey, man, we're gonna do Deja Redo right now. Are you in?" And he was like, "Let's fucking do it." and then I was like, okay. I started talking to him a little bit. I was like, "Really? You want to do it?" He was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then no more than 2 minutes later, he gives me a call. He's like, "Man, are we really gonna do it?" And I was like, "No, dude, I was just fucking with you. We were talking on the podcast beforehand." He was like, "Thank God, because I'm high as fuck right now."
It'd be the best time to do it, Deja Redo.
Yes,
What are you talking about?
you should do it.
Yeah.
Can you
Straight up,
imagine
he's like,
Billy
I'm high
being
as-
as shit talking about Dune right now? Like, dude, they have big fucking worms. Did you see the
Spoilers,
teeth
I
on them?
But yeah, he's like, "Dude, I'm high as fuck right now, so I can't do it." I'm like, I was just fucking around. It's okay. He's like, "No, because seriously, I can't do it. I'm so fucked up." He kept repeating it. He just kept going with it. He's just like, I'm like, "Dude, I understand. You're fucked up. It's okay." No, but you don't understand. I'm really fucked up. I'm
Why don't you go check on Billy?
man. I know. I'm like, do I need to come check on you, man? Do I need to do a health check? But me personally, because I don't want to send anybody else from authorities over there right now.
Did you guys see the what I'm calling the flesh worm popcorn bucket?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the fleshlight.
It
That
looks
too.
like a fleshlight, but it's a popcorn bucket.
Nice.
I recently saw a picture of it.
They made the top of it the fucking worm and the teeth and everything, and you reach your hand in, in all these teeth and shit to pull out popcorn, but really it just looks like a fleshlight. So I call it the flesh worm.
Well, somebody took that and put it in AI, and they made the sandworm toilet seat cover.
God.
And they made the fleshlight, and they made other shit, and it was so fucking funny. All right, cigars getting a little low, guys.
Yeah, I could probably review it at this point.
Damn.
Yeah, you still got a bit.
I can review it. It's not difficult.
Andy's nursing it.
He loves the cigars, man.
I remember
it
the
right.
days. I remember the days where I could take a cigar, a Lonsdale, and have it done in 45 minutes or less.
Yeah.
But I don't have to rush that process anymore, and so yeah, it's totally for me. It's y'all can confirm. I do freaking Robusto, which is what, a 5-inch cigar. I can smoke it in like an hour and a half, which
Yeah.
Then again, there's a lot of talking involved too.
A lot of talking
But-
involved.
That's the way you're supposed to smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take your time with it. We kind of smoke fast because we're trying to get in some time here, but yeah, you're supposed to slow draw it. You're supposed to draw it out, get the full effect of the cigar, the full flavor of the cigar, the full taste of the cigar that way. You're supposed to do it slower.
I just
But-
enjoy talking to you bastards. I mean, guys, and
Enjoying my cigar at the same time.
You were right the first time.
I know.
So the Macanudo here has been treating me well. So congrats, Macanudo. You've actually got a friend in me now, as they say. Because this Connecticut has treated me right. I like it. It's been consistent throughout the entire cigar. Doesn't taste like dirt. It's enjoyable. Construction's still really good. Smoke output still not heavy. Does not leave a film in my mouth whatsoever. So that definitely gets good points for me. So this one's probably going to get like a 4 from me.
Wow, for a Mac.
Yeah, for Macanudo, it's getting a 4 from me because I have enjoyed it, and I appreciate Robert letting me smoke it.
So me go
Zach, tell
next.
us about your magic.
Okay. Again, construction is very on point. I did have to relight it because I put it down and it's not got much left. It's missing a couple of things that I really kind of look for in a cigar, so I can't give it like a perfect score or anything. But it's I get why this would be like a go-to or a celebratory cigar. It's very well blended. It's very, very smooth. Even though the description I read about it said it's a full-bodied cigar or a full cigar, I would call it kind of a medium full. It's not overly powerful. It still has a little bit of that sweetness I was talking about in the profile. A little bit of like almost cinnamon in there too. That's very complimentary. It's overall a really good cigar. I'll give it 4 leaves.
Nice. Who wants to go next?
I got dibs on last because I'm still working.
You still had half a cigar left.
Well, then I'll go. And you know what? I'm going to have Zach do it for me.
It's very
It's good.
Good. Thanks, guys. No, construction is good. The wrapper held together the entire time. It burned evenly. It was tasty all the way through. No peppery, which I like. Yeah, it was just a straightforward cigar. It was delightful. So, in Arturo Fuente fashion, I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I will go with the Man of War Ruination. Was a darn good cigar. Burned evenly. Taste was good. Nothing crazy. Yeah. Go 4 or 5 with it. 4.5.
Nice.
I've got like an inch and a half left on mine, but I'll go anyways.
Well, that's what they say about me too, but it works.
I still ran it home.
Do what you got to do, man.
And I do.
I feel compelled to say the
Do it.
the Zach the other Zach quote. An inch of dick at 90 miles an hour is still a lot of dick.
Yeah, but your other quote of cock push-ups doesn't really work for me. The belly gets in the way, so it's like fuck.
That's a Tenacious D quote. That's not a Zach quote.
Not exactly. This had great construction. It's been burned mostly evenly throughout. I had to touch it up a couple of times. That doesn't really, for me, that's not really a detractor. Earthy, full body, or maybe for me more of a medium full. But all in all, I give it a 4.5. Dunbarton makes good stuff. I really enjoyed the cigar itself. So, yeah, 4.5 works for me. 4.5 leads.
Very nice. So, I guess we can go ahead and wrap up this episode. Again, nothing but love going out to Smokin Sounds. Go check them out. Great podcast. I was going to say great. It's a great podcast. And we appreciate you coming back and sitting with us in the back porch lounge and fucking around with us, because this is just as much as fun for us. We hope that translates to you and you have fun with it too. And on that note, I'm going to say good night.
Good night.
Y'all take it easy.